Hey, Teddy K here for the Best Buy blog, and in this video we are taking a look at the OnePlus Nord Buds 3 Pro, the latest OnePlus earbuds available at Best Buy now that try to offer something for the budget conscious. The Nord Buds 3 Pro are not to be convinced with the Buds 3 Pro. Two different products, premium. These are the affordable, budget conscious ones. Earbuds don't have to be expensive, at least good earbuds don't have to be, and that's one of the value propositions here, at least that OnePlus is trying to go for. Is to say, hey, we can give you good earbuds and you don't have to pay a fortune for them. Are these it? For the most part, I would say yes. There are limitations though, and there certainly are trade-offs that you have to accept in order to get that compromise. But the point is that these things do a couple of the key things well. I'll start with the sound because that's where things get, I think, interesting, but at the same time, I think it's actually the strongest case that these earbuds make. For the most part, out of the box, I think you'll feel like they sound fine. So OnePlus's tuning is pretty good. You can always adjust that in the Hey Melody app. So just not to be confused here, if you're not familiar with OnePlus and its products, the app on Android and iOS that supports these earbuds is called Hey Melody. So even though there's another OnePlus name, that's the app. In there is an equalizer. You can use that equalizer either to use a few of the presets that are in there, or to create your own custom presets using the EQ. I highly recommend you do this primarily because you can discover what the earbuds are capable of this way. So rather than just take them out of the box and start listening and then just judge them from that, you can actually do more with them if you play around with the app. That is the basic premise behind these earbuds anyway. So the sound is good, even better arguably if you play around with the EQ. The noise cancellation on the other hand, or the transparency mode, so noise cancellation is okay. It'll do better with low frequency sound. So if you're in a plane or you're on a bus, you'll find those droning kind of sounds, those engine sounds are muffled a fair bit, whereas high frequency sounds are definitely more of a struggle. So I mean, sirens, those will pierce anything, but just anything from a screeching sound to kind of a squealing sound, those sorts of things will come right through. Same with voices. So voices, it's not especially good at drowning out all voices. You probably will hear someone talking beside you. It'll sound muffled, but it just doesn't, unlike other earbuds or headphones, it doesn't completely cancel that out. Transparency is a similar case. So I'm using transparency mode right now because I'm wearing the earbuds. I can hear my own voice perfectly fine, but of course it's not as good as it's going to be with a premium pair of earbuds, which obviously, just manage to make everything sound almost like you're not wearing anything at all, depending on the brand, of course. A key point here is that you do not need a OnePlus phone in order to use these earbuds. They work with any Android phone. You can even use them on an iPhone. So you have that advantage as well, in that there's really nothing. The only feature that I can think of that was specific, or that is specific to OnePlus phones, is spatial audio, but that's really nothing to write home about. Game mode is available at all times. That will lower the latency. Again, it's okay if you're playing games on mobile. You'll find that there's gonna be some improvement there, but again, not a killer feature as far as I can see. There are other cool things too. So I didn't mention this earlier, but you probably should do this too. It's an earbud fit test. So you go through the test to determine what the ideal fit is. This is interesting in cases where you might actually have to wear a different silicone tip on either ear. So maybe one ear needs a large and the other needs a medium. It's rare, but it can happen. The point of doing it also though, is that it tries to optimize the sound based on how your ears are. Again, a very subjective thing, so I don't know if it'll work well for you compared to someone else. The other things though that I appreciate that are on here, in-ear sensors. You take an earbud out while you're listening to music, it'll automatically pause. Multi-point, pair with two devices simultaneously, whether that's a laptop on a phone, a tablet on a phone, it works really, really seamlessly. You're watching something on the tablet, phone call comes in, it'll switch right over so that you can answer that call. Things like that, conveniences like that are really, really nice to have. Touch controls are not bad. They are touch-based. You'll notice that on the sides of the earbuds there's an area there that is sort of split off. That area is the touch panel. So if you're going to end up doing anything controlling the earbuds, you have to touch that area. So single taps, play and pause, double tap, skip a track, triple tap, go to the previous track. You have to go into the app though to make some adjustments on this. For some reason, OnePlus does not make the single tap actionable out of the box. You have to set it in the app. More than that, if you touch and hold, you can actually control volume. So you can choose one side to lower volume and the other side to raise volume. If you want to access Google Assistant or whatever voice assistant you have on your phone, you can also set that up too. So the controls are a bit finicky. They're not amazing, but they're not terrible either, especially once you get the hang of just tapping the right part, right? So once you get that out of the way, they should be fine. The last thing I want to point out is Find My Earbuds. This is, just to be clear, this is so in case you misplace the earbuds, but you're within Bluetooth range. So this is not a Find My feature where it is you've lost it somewhere else and then you're using you're trying to track them on a map. That's not what that is. Basically what happens is that if you misplace the earbuds for any reason, you use the Find My Earbuds on the app to sound a loud sound, basically, so that you can find where you might have misplaced them. At least you know that if they're within the same home, within the same vicinity, you have a better chance of tracking them down. One other thing is battery life. So you're gonna have to accept a big trade-off here. On paper, OnePlus says that these can last up to about 11 or 12 hours with noise cancellation off. Only 5.5 if you leave it on. That is also based on default volume levels. So you're not raising the volume at all once you take it out. But if you do raise the volume, obviously that lowers the count for both. That means then if you leave a noise cancellation on and you're raising the volume, you might hit 4 hours. That's not great. That is not a great number, which is why you're gonna have to get used to the part where you turn noise cancellation off when you don't need it. That way you're preserving battery life and then stretching them out for a longer period. The case offers 3 extra charges. It does charge fairly quickly, and you can charge it either through USB-C or wireless charging. So it's nice to see that something in this price range supports wireless charging. But yeah, that's it. I mean, and OnePlus is amazing when it comes to charging anything, which is why these charge fairly quickly when you plug them in with USB-C. And that's my review of the OnePlus Nord Buds 3 Pro, available at Best Buy now. You can actually learn more about them by clicking that link below. For the Best Buy blog, I'm Teddy K. Thanks for watching.